Shalom Aleichem everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week we read Parshas Chayei Sarah. And ironically, the name of the Parsha is Chayei Sarah, the life of Sarah, yet the opening of the Parsha is Sarah's death. And when we take a look at the episodes in the Parsha, we find three core and fundamental episodes. Number one is the death of Sarah and the purchase by Avram Avinu of Mevaseret Machpelah. Number two is the acquisition of a wife for Yitzchak. Eliezer sent out to find a wife. And lastly, is at the end of Avram Avinu's wife, we're told that Avram, Vayosef Avram Vayikach Isha Ushma Keturah. So is there any underlying theme that links these parshios together? Mevaseret Machpelah, the acquisition of a wife for Yitzchak, and Avram at the end of his life marrying Keturah. So perhaps this is exactly linked into Chayei Sarah. Because if we think of the relationship between Avram and Sarah, the role of Avram was out there. Hachnosas orchim, opening his house to everyone, being makare people. He was an iconoclast, a warrior. He was very much a man who was accomplishing tremendous, tremendous things in the world of chesed, in the world of monotheism, kiruv, everything. But for every man, there's a great woman who is like protective of the home. And Sarah, while he's doing the hachnasas orchim, she's always omeid bepetach ha'oel. She's standing at the doorway, making sure that sure we'll have our guests, but making sure everyone is protected. In last week's parsha, she's the one who sends away Yishmael, and Hashem says, "Kol asher tomar Sarah shema b'kolah." We have to protect Yitzchak. We have to make sure he is secure. When the Bnei Ches want to sell Avram Mevaseret Machpelah, what do they say? Come, ger v'toshav anochi machem. You'll be with us. A toshav, and Avram says, slow down. I'm not ready to assimilate into your culture. I need to protect mine. I'm going to pay kesef malay. We're going to have our plot, our legacy. This is going to be a legacy for the future as well. But number one, I'm no toshav. I'm a ger. Not a full toshav. Ger v'toshav, but certainly not a full toshav. When Avram tells Eliezer, is mashpia him, take a wife for my son Yitzchak, he says, Kach, take a wife, he's mashpia. But lo tikach isha mibnos haKna'ani asher ani yoshei b'kirbo. The Kli Yakar says, why those last four words, asher ani yoshei b'kirbo? Don't take a girl from Canaan. Because I live in Canaan? What's the significance of that? And the significance of that is that Rivka, the girls of Haran, the girls of Canaan, they were all over the Avodah Zarah. So he wants to take a girl from elsewhere, from not Canaan, from Haran, bring her here, and then she will go ahead and acculturate to the values of Avram, to the values of Yitzchak. Not a local girl. A local girl, says the Kli Yakar, every other Shabbos, going to be by her house with her friends. That could impact Yitzchak and the legacy of Zera Avram. We're going to go ahead and take a girl from outside and bring her here so we can elevate her and bring her into the values and morals of Avram Avinu. When Avram marries Keturah, so the legacy of Sarah Imenu is here. Chazal tell us Keturah is Hagar, and that is not a coincidence, because he had children with Keturah, and they were called Bnei HaPilagshim, and the pasuk tells us, Bnei HaPilagshim asher Avram nosan Avram matanos, vayishalchem me'al Yitzchak beno, and he sent them away. We don't want this commingling. We need to know ahead. Yes, we're in part of society. We are toshavim in the world around us, but at the same time, we're also gerim. And we have to understand that our place, and we may have to make sure that the purity of our people maintains itself. As many suggest, is if the Jews are not making Kiddush, then the Goyim make Havdalah. To understand that the legacy of Sarah is to protect the home, to protect the essence of Yiddishkeit and of the Jewish people. So perhaps more than any other parsha, in Sarah's death, we find Chayei Sarah. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kiddush.